Welcome to the workshop. I'm Lisa Kroll, an NSCC English as an Additional Language Support Specialist. In this session, we will focus on expectations for the NSCC classroom. At the end of the workshop, I will also provide you with additional NSCC resources you can use to strengthen your classroom participation skills. Our objectives for this session are to discuss the classroom environment, consider your role in the NSCC classroom, recognize the benefits of in-class participation, examine some participation challenges, and to explore strategies to improve participation. Classrooms are a collaborative space where faculty and students share information and are responsible for the learning together. Participation is an important way to let your faculty know that you're engaged in learning. To be a successful student, you need to be an active learner. To have a successful learning experience at NSCC, try your best to arrive to class on time. Being late is disruptive to the other students in your class. Come to class with all your necessary supplies, such as notebooks, textbooks, laptop, pencils, and pens. Be an active learner and engage with the content by paying attention, taking notes, and asking questions. Remember to respect others' opinions even when you don't agree with them. Ask questions if you don't understand. And if the information is still not clear after asking, make sure to follow up privately with your faculty. Participating in class is beneficial to every student's educational experience. When you ask questions in class, you're learning how to obtain the information you need to fully understand the topic. You also learn more when you're actively engaged in the class. You need to listen attentively to the instructor and your classmates and share your thoughts, ideas, experiences, or any questions that you may have. In addition, classroom participation helps to develop important speaking skills. The more you participate in class, the more opportunities you have to practice speaking. Classroom participation teaches you how to have a dialogue by listening to others' opinions and sharing your own ideas. Student participation makes the class more interesting because you're listening to many different points of view. Student questions are a great way for teachers to understand where students are struggling. There are many reasons why students may avoid participating in class. Some of these reasons are anxiety, not knowing the answer, fear of being wrong, fear of ridicule or being teased, and thinking that if they don't participate, the teacher will not notice them and they will not be asked to participate. But remember that it's okay to make mistakes when learning. In fact, learning from errors and taking risks when we're learning is an important part of the process. There are many supports and resources at NSCC designed to help you on your learning journey. Many students struggle with classroom participation, but here are some strategies to help overcome these fears. Introduce yourself to your instructor and explain that you are shy or struggle with speaking in front of the class. Write down questions or ideas so you don't forget them. Practice by yourself or with a partner. Book an appointment with an EAL support specialist to practice asking questions or making comments. Trust yourself. You are likely stronger than you think. Your success begins before your class even starts. Before class, make sure you read the assigned readings, make notes for discussion. For example, whether you agree or disagree with the topic, if you have any ideas or personal experiences to share, and be sure to note anything that you don't understand. During class, try to answer questions, comment on the topic, and give information to explain concepts you've learned. Some students find it helpful to participate earlier in the class because the longer they wait, the more nervous they become, and they may even forget their question or comment. Write down ideas as you think of them during the discussion and talk with classmates and/or your faculty. Make your comments brief and to the point. Use short and simple sentences. Write down ideas as you think of them during the discussion. If you don't participate at all or minimally during class, then try to set a goal for yourself. For example, I will speak up one time in one of my classes this week. Next week, I will speak up one time in 3 of my classes, and so on. Let's look at 5 more ways to participate more actively in class. 1. Share what you are thinking of with your teacher or classmates. 2. If you are having trouble wording questions, try using how and why questions. For example, why did the characters do that? How did the economic shift affect the country? 3. Clarification questions can clear up misunderstandings and show the speaker that you are engaged in what they are saying. These are questions like, could you please repeat that? Would you mind writing that term on the board for me? Could you give me another example? 4. Share a relevant story. If you can think of a story or personal experience related to the topic, you can share it. This is interesting and makes it easier to remember things. When we connect new information to our own experiences, we remember it better. And 5. Volunteer. There are other ways to participate in class, such as being a group leader, offering to write something on the board, or helping your faculty in class if they ask for participants or assistance. Participation is an important learning strategy and will support your learning. Remember, the more you participate, the more focused you will be. Participation is excellent practice for real-life situations where you will need to speak with others. Thank you for listening to the workshop. If you need further clarification or to practice these skills, please book an appointment with an EAL support specialist. Resources and references will now follow. There are many available resources for NSCC students. Please take some time to explore them. Visit the NSCC EAL supports page to view the schedules for upcoming EAL workshops, conversation circles, and to book an appointment with an EAL support specialist. Use the EAL guide for additional resources to help you with your language learning. Use NSCC's writing guide for tips, advice, and information for all your writing needs. You can find all these resources and more on the EAL Supports Connect page and link on the screen. Connect is NSCC's intranet and requires your NSCCW number and login.